Well, we've been talking a lot about that it's important for them that they think that each child has to be seen as an individual, and the family has to be as a unique part of every other families that they have in their classrooms. I think another point that we have made is that to the family practice center of looking at their child in the classroom and in the evaluation process. What else do you think that are other?
Well, for me, I think it's so important that they understand patterns of second language acquisition and bilingual behaviors if they're really going to be kind of addressing the unique needs of some of these children who are really coming from homes where the primary language is not English. And so I think they have to understand second language acquisition. They have to understand how to be responsive to different stages where a child is. But even more importantly, maybe assess and know each and every child and family so they can be responsive with instructional strategies at each tier.
I think that's key. You know, that they implement the proper strategies to support their language and be able for them to then have a good foundation to keep going and learning and be able to understand everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
I think the multi-tiered framework that we've been kind of using as our framework to introduce some of the concepts over the past couple of days has been helpful because these are the people who really are at the foundational level, and that they really need to think through how am I implementing these evidence-based practices that are going to meet the needs of every child, not, you know, majority, but every child in terms of who they are in the classroom. And that does require ongoing assessment and progress monitoring to kind of know where kids are at.
Yeah, you know, I think that dynamic assessment and the information we're giving them will help them to then start looking at the child at, you know, the not wait time. Start right now. Let's see what I need to do. Where's that kid at? What I need to do to support it. And I think I've been hearing some of the feedback from them to say that they're taking good things in that respect, that they're going to go back to their classrooms and look at all that differently. So,
and I've been very impressed with their openness to looking at different types of instructional strategies and supports, but also the fact that they do have interpreters, and I'm excited about this afternoon where they can see even more than we showed this morning how a cultural mediator can really support their work with families who may come from cultures different from their own or speak languages other than English, and gain a greater understanding of you know, how you functioned as a cultural mediator and how important that is for families.
yeah, because it looks to us that they have put a lot of emphasis and effort on having interpreters already with them and building some relationships. So I think knowing more of this information about what it takes to be a cultural mediator, they will see that the relationship between them and the families will increase. It will be more open. It will be a more reciprocal process, and hopefully, you know, the purpose of all this trust and be able to get to know the families is that the parent participation and the in and out of what's happening in the school and in the classroom, it will be key, and the child is going to be the only one that's going to benefit from all this. So I think it's very important to do that.
And the fact that they're doing home visits, that they already have some systems in place that they can really capitalize on to make those family-school partnerships even more meaningful and engage those families who may have some challenges accessing the system or feeling comfortable with it initially. I think it'll be good. The other thing that really, you know, I'm impressed with KITS. I think that the system has really developed some wonderful professional development opportunities, and you can see changes. That the State Department people are here. They are very supportive. They're listening. They're sharing information. That university people are here, and that they are actively engaged in this process as well. It's really a very nice, comprehensive, team-based type of way to look at professional development and support teachers in the
Yeah,
classrooms.
I think all that collaboration, it really makes a difference for all the families in general, and also hopefully to access systems and services and, you know, and it seems to me also that there are a lot of resources in addition to these key players that can, you know, facilitate and move things for everybody. I think the resources in each community, it seems that they're there, and hopefully, you know, the PR or what is available there is coming down to the family so they utilize it. But yeah, I've been also very impressed like you that it's like a huge, nice network of supports, like all put into different levels, but in a different nice way too.
Yeah, with that focus on the main message that I think that we're trying to get across is prevent, put the time in up front. Think in terms of prevention with evidence-based practice and foundations. And then, you know, we're going to see hopefully some system changes that will really support all families and each and every child in the classroom.
Yeah, that way all the children will have the same opportunities to keep looking at their future in the same way.